Sorry that the thumbnail makes me look like I actually like this. I don't. And that's today's video. I'm gonna go through some viral and gimmicky products that I've tried recently. And I figured I'll do like a little review, tell you whether I like it or not. So actually, let me just talk about this. I was gonna do order of application, but you know what? Since I already talked about that, this is the, I don't even like the name, whatever. I can't say it. It gives me goosebumps. But this is the Mass Fit Red Cushion from them. I have the shade 21 and Ivory. Okay, the bop or flop for me. I'm wearing this today and I feel like on video it looks quite nice. Granted, my lighting is not that good today because I lost my little ring light attachment, but on video it looks quite nice. But I'll pop in some pictures from when I was wearing it out. I've worn this enough out that I'm able to make like a judgment on why I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is it looks like a lot of makeup. Even if I'm not wearing a lot, a little does go a long way. But I feel like this is so hard to use because a little does go a long way. That one little tap is enough to cover your face. Even if I apply a really thin layer, it looks like I have a mask. So I guess the name is very fitting, Mask Fit. It's a very thick kind of base. When it gets to like the middle of the day or kind of nearing the end of the day, it kind of separates and looks really cakey around my nose or like my smile lines where it does crease a little bit. Everything that I put on top of it just looks not good. It just looks like it's laying on top of my skin, whereas a lot of the products that I'm used to using look like it's my skin. This also oxidizes a bit. This is giving when my mom told me that my foundation looks thicker than the dust accumulated in the air conditioning when she was cleaning it last time. So possibly I was probably wearing this during the day. She said that, but this is why I don't like it. I got the pink one a while back ago in a little small one. It dried up super quick. Like I think I probably used it maybe like 5 times and it was done, but I remember liking that a little bit better than this one, so maybe it is placebo because it's pink. But also got my hair done and it's pink, so yeah, pink wins again. Okay, that was that cushion. But before we continue, let me thank today's sponsor, which is also me. I recently came out with a new collection of temporary tattoos and stickers for my tattoo brand because I'm a tattoo artist. These are the things I came out with. If you want to buy it, you can go through my tattoo Instagram and just DM me. Or if you want a tattoo and you're in the area, Hong Kong, you can also come see me. So thank you to myself for sponsoring this video because buying makeup is expensive. Thanks. Let's go back to the order of application. I have a sunscreen to talk about. This is my second tube of this, which is funny because I don't even like, I like it. It's bop or flop, like middle, meh, like it's okay. This is the Beauty of joseon. Wow, I said it's so white. Their Relief Sun Rice Probiotics sunscreen. I look really oily because I have no powder on today because I'm trying a new thing, but I really don't like it. So let me put on some powder. Okay. Sorry. This is a very nice thin texture, but it is very, very glowy. So if you like a glowy sunscreen, you would possibly really like this. The glow is a little too much for me. I think it's good for underneath my makeup just because I do put a lot of powder on. But if I'm just going about on my day, I don't feel like this is a good sunscreen for me personally. I have combo skin. Yeah, but I do like this kind of texture in a sunscreen where it's not really thick. I repurchased it again because I wanted to test it out again for this video because I used it up last time and I don't really remember anything about it, and that's probably why I don't remember anything about it. It's not a very significant sunscreen. Yeah, look at that, the glow. To compare it to my favorite sunscreen, this is the Biore Aqua Rich UV1. I feel like the texture is pretty similar on these two, but this one does have alcohol in it, so if you're not an alcohol skincare person fan, then you probably would like this. And they also give similar effect, but this is just less glowy. It dries down a little bit more, probably because there's alcohol in it, but this is not a dupe. It's just an alternative and I'm just doing comparison. But let me give points. I'll give this like a 6 or 7 out of 10. And this one I'll give it like a 3. So this is the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. and I've been meaning to try this for the longest time. I literally tried to place a Target order. I wanted it to ship to those like little, what are those called? Like shipment places where you can bundle up a few things, because that's how I got some other products that I'm going to mention in a little bit. Target keeps canceling my order and I literally placed it like 3 times, so maybe you don't ship to those like little collection places. Anyways, this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and I really like this, and it's just make wearing this cushion these past few days where I'm testing it for this video a little bit more bearable, because I think without this primer for this, it looks really bad. It's just like help with securing the makeup down on my skin. It's sticky, but it's not as sticky as everyone has been making it out to be. I had a friend who tried this and she was like, oh my god, I hated it, but I really like it. And I'm really glad I like it. I think e.l.f. primers are pretty good. I've had the Poreless Putty Primer and I also really like that one as well. So this one I'm gonna give it a 9. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 10 because I feel like this is one of the only primers it's meant for longevity that actually does make my makeup last longer. So this is a 10. This is a bop. Okay, moving on. I don't have any like concealers or anything, so we're just gonna move into the blush, which I have quite a few to talk about. Of course, would it be a testing viral makeup if I didn't talk about this? This is the Rhode Beauty pocket blush. I would say the packaging is not meant for your pockets, especially not women's pockets, because this is kind of big and bulky. She's like small, but it's quite girthy. I'm wearing it today underneath another blush though, so this is not all just this, but this is a really beautiful color and it's right up my alley. It looks really pretty on the cheeks, very natural flush, and I really like this. It's like my hair color right now. I like this more applied, let's say with a brush or a sponge and then on the cheek rather than just applying it on the cheek, because that could be quite a lot of product. The packaging is quite light though. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like weighty, but it just feels really plasticky. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the packaging, but the product is quite nice. A 9 out of 10. I'm gonna get into the lip balms in a little bit because I want to talk about these other blushes. This is from quite a while ago, but I feel like this is quite popular still. These are the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. No, this is Rosy Glow, but I have another shade. This is the original popular one. I really like this color. It's a cool tone pink and it's really nice for my skin tone. Mine's all broken and I had to repress it, so it looks a little bit stupid. I do prefer cooler tone colors. This is a true cool tone pink on me. It is quite pigmented, but it can be sheared out quite easily, so that's why I really like it. I do like this for most looks, unless I'm doing like a very neutral look where it's almost leaning slightly warm on me, then I wouldn't wear this. But for that, I'll probably wear Rosewood, which is also from the same line. This is definitely more everyday shade compared to this one where it looks really bright. So if you want to try this and this is too bright, you can try Rosewood, which is also really pretty. Blushes over, I guess. Actually, next thing I'm gonna talk about is a brand as a whole. I have a lot of blushes from this brand, but this brand is really popular and they've sent me PR before, but I have purchased like a lot of other products from them, and they don't send me PR anymore because I left YouTube for a whole year. Flower Nose as a whole brand has been pretty popular, especially I think on TikTok. I don't have TikTok because I'm from Hong Kong, so yeah, they're a very nice brand and I love the packaging. I am definitely a whore for packaging. If a packaging looks nice, I'm more inclined to use that because that's just how I am. Sorry, I'm a vain person, but this packaging is right up my alley. It's super pretty. I got this like a while ago. This is probably 2 years ago. This is my favorite highlighter ever, but I would say the quality in their packaging has really upgraded. This is suddenly a packaging video. No, their product has consistently been really good and really smooth and really lovely, and I've talked about their products in literally all my videos, just click into them. But if we're talking about packaging, I would say their packaging has definitely improved. It used to be quite plasticky, but now it feels like it's still plastic, you know, but it's like more weighty and it feels more luxurious. Like it feels like how it looks rather than before it just is like plasticky. So I have literally most of their collections. I have a lot of their face products and I also have eyeshadows from them. So overall, this is a 10 out of 10 brand for me. Moving on to bronzers, I never really try new bronzers just because I really like my Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like bronzers are kind of like boring. Like as long as I find like a finish and a color that works for my skin, I just try to stay to that. I'm wearing this one today. This is the NYX Buttermelt bronzer in the shade Buttercup, the lightest shade. This is the light neutral shade. I wouldn't say it's quite neutral. I would say it's leaning a little bit warm for me, a little red in it. I prefer my bronzers with a little bit more yellowy to it. Let me actually compare it to my Charlotte Tilbury one, which is my all-time favorite bronzer, and then let me speak, because what if this is just the same shade? Okay, yeah, so I wasn't just talking out of my ass. So you can see, can you? This is the Buttermelt bronzer and this is the Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one has a hint more yellowiness to it. This is a little bit red and warmer. Obviously, this is not dupes and I'm not trying to compare them. Actually, I am, because this is just my favorite. The next one is just overly pigmented to the point where it can look really a lot really quickly. It smells like I don't know, coconuts, like a tropical smell. So if you don't like scented products, you probably won't like this. It's made in Taiwan. Okay, slay. So overall, I do like this. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Now we're gonna talk about highlights. This is the Judydoll highlight in the shade 05. It's a highlight, but I prefer it as an eyeshadow. I'm wearing it as a highlighter and it looks quite nice on camera, but in real life it's very glittery. It's like those really transparent bases with a lot of glitter in it. It reminds me of the Fenty Beauty one, the Diamond Bomb. I like that one a little bit better. The texture's just a little bit smoother, a little bit creamier. This one has a more drier feeling to it, but it's a good alternative. So I'll give this an 8. This is the Rem Beauty lip stain marker. I got the shade in Popular. This is like quite expensive for what it is. I don't remember the exact price, but this is not a cheap product. It is a really, really pretty color. I love this kind of raspberry color, and if it worked, I would have loved it so much. When I first got it, it was very nice. I got it after I saw Ariana herself using it in one of her transformation. It was like her doing her makeup and then she put it on and she was like, holy pigment or some shit, and it was like quite pigmented. But this is so dry. Now it dries out so quick that it's a little bit impossible to use it, and it's quite patchy. It's just not worth it because I feel like, first of all, the formula itself, I feel like lip stains tend to get quite patchy quite easily. With this marker, that it just dries out so quickly, it just made it even more patchy. So you know what, I'm gonna try something else. I got a lip tint just to do this. I'm gonna dunk this pen in and let's see if it gives me a similar effect, because I don't like using this lip tint from its packaging. This is from Etude House because too much and it's like really watery. So what if I just dunk my pen in it and try? Oh my god, the innovator that I am. If anything, I'm gonna keep this as an applicator because this is good. But this is a really pretty color. It's just quite patchy. So you know what, flop. I'm gonna give this a 3. I really did like the initial 3 applications I got out of this. Last thing on my list to talk about are the Rhode peptide lip tint that everyone has been talking about. These are not lip tints at all. They're okay. Like, I really thought it was gonna be really good. It's quite reminiscent to the glowy lip balms from Laneige, where it's just a lip balm. It doesn't have much color in it. I'll do a quick swatch. The color is just not enough for it to really give me any color, but it's just not worth the hassle that I had to go through to try to get this product all the way to Hong Kong. I'll probably end up using this one for sleep, but it's quite comfortable. I would say it's a very glossy lip balm. I would say like a 6 out of 10 for me. The formula is good. It's just too overhyped, but it does feel really comfortable on the lips for like a lip balm. It's just not a lip tint, you know? So that's everything that I wanted to talk about in this video and everything that I've kind of tried more recently. Other than these two, everything else I'm good with. Let me know why everyone is obsessed with this right now, because I've never had something look so thick and masky on my face before. Okay, bye.